Welcome to the Raider Talks game recap. I am your host, Art Navarrete, here alongside Nick Ibarra. Before we get started, hit that subscribe button down below for Raider content all season long. Tough game for the Raiders. They lose 20-13 to the Dolphins, and man, the offense was absolutely god awful in this game, Nick. It was a pathetic performance put on by this Raider offense, but on the flip side, this Raider defense, man, they made all Raider fans proud. They played absolutely great in this one. Too bad you got to play good in all phases of the game to win a football game, especially against a good opponent like the Dolphins.
You got to put up points. 13 points ain't going to do it. A touchdown and 2 field goals isn't going to do it against a first-place team in the AFC East. Dolphins were good. They came in number one offense, and defensively we shut them down. We stopped them. You know, if you would have told me, hey, we're going to only give up 20 to the Dolphins, I would have said, we're going to probably win this ball game. I texted you yesterday. I said, hot take, Raiders are going to hold them to 20 and under and win this ball game. We held them to 20 and under. I don't care about the 422 yards that we gave up. I don't care that Tyreek Hill had a big game. I don't care that Tua threw for almost over 300. What matters was we gave up 20. We had timely turnovers, timely stops. Had the ball in their territory getting ready to score and just couldn't punch it in, just couldn't do it. Offensively, horrible, terrible, disappointing. Defensively, we got something cooking, Art.
Yeah, we do defensively. 3 turnovers for this Raider defense in this game. And if you would have told me 3 turnovers, I'm like, wow, we're winning this football game and we're going to win it by a pretty good margin. And that the Raiders did have a chance to do. But this Raider offense just comes out flat. And let's talk about the play calling in the first half. Play calling was absolutely pathetic. I mean, toward the end, later of that second quarter, about to go into halftime, we played the most conservative football I've ever seen played. Yeah. And in this new Raider way, we've been talking about, Raider way is being aggressive, taking shots. But we were being passive-aggressive in this game. And it was absolutely terrible to watch. And it's terrible. You know you're being really passive when the announcers are saying, what are the Raiders doing?
What are we doing?
Why are they being conservative right here? There's so much time on the clock. We have so many timeouts. The play calling was bad in the first half. It was a mix of bad play calling, bad quarterback play, and just all around. I mean, there was some big penalties early, 3 big penalties early in this football game. But after that, we played a pretty clean game. This team put it all on the field. This squad did. And the coaches let us down, and the quarterback play let us down in this game.
Yeah, it was just like, hey, let's survive to halftime. Let's just get within. We got within 1, but let's get within 1 possession, and we would be cool. And it's no, you can't do that. It's 3rd and 4. What are you doing? Still running the ball? And at that point, Aiden was having a decent game. He didn't throw a pick yet. What are we doing? Just running it on 3rd and 4. Let's get the first down. Let's go score. Let's go try to score into half. Then that's when I texted you, and that's when I started thinking, when we see the ball next, and we might see the ball down 18, 28-10. And, because that's the old Raiders do that.
Yep.
And thank God for a turnover, but then you run one play, and then you waste 30, 40 seconds off the clock. What are you doing? We need points. A shot in the end zone or something. Show that you're going to try to get a 7 instead of settling for a 3. And that was our last points of the game.
And we settled for that 3. I mean, we settled for that 3. Right when we got that turnover, we need to go and try to score a touchdown because those points matter. And as you can see in a tight football game like this, especially when we show off that our defense is an elite level defense, every point matters. And, we get a touchdown right there. And it's a different ball game. And then the last 2 possessions we had in the fourth quarter, maybe we kick field goals, we win the football game.
Yeah, it changes everything. Yeah.
So points matter in this game, and going for a touchdown mattered at the end of that half, and the coaching failed us right there. The offensive play calling and Bo Hardegree failed us. And for how good the play calling has been the last 2 weeks, it was so bad in this game. It was almost like we were playing so conservative that we're let's just have a chance in the fourth quarter. Let's just have a chance. But the way our defense was playing, creating turnovers, let's just whoop them up for 4 quarters is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you told us we played a tight game with the Dolphins before this game happened, I would say I'll take it. But the way this Raider offense played,
it was right there.
You can't take it because it was there for the taking.
Yes.
This game was there for the pickings, and the Raiders don't capitalize. The Raider offense, the Raider offensive coaching, man, this one hurts.
And the way this defense was playing in the fourth quarter, just stopping them, getting off the field, we had so many chances. And even in Dolphins territory, it's disappointing. It's disappointing that we had the ball for 27 minutes, and for 25 of them, we sucked. There was one drive, a 4-play, 70-yard drive, capped off with a Devontae touchdown, and that was it. That's all I can look at offensively and be like, that was good. That was beautiful. I text you that. That was beautiful. Other than that, the 25 minutes, nothing at all, and it's just disappointing.
So it's tricky. Like the way I feel after the game is tricky. Like I'm beyond proud of this Raider defense. As a Raider fan, I can look the way defense played today. I'm just smiling ear to ear. But with this offense being so bad, I feel like this Raider team doesn't have a chance to do something special. They don't have a chance to make a run and make the playoffs. But can Bo Hardegree get it figured out?
Yeah.
Can Bo Hardegree implement his own playbook style? Because it looked like McDaniel's offense running out there today. And can we go out and beat the Chiefs?
Yeah.
That's the question. But there's so many question marks around this Raider team because of the offense. But I feel like we're always going to beat every game because of how the defense played. So just a mix of emotions and just the way the offense let us down, it's like hard to live with losing this game because we had every opportunity in the world. We had 20 opportunities. We have so many opportunities in this game.
Yeah, it would just... You go and... Yeah, I know. You go, and if you're going to look at a bright side, there is no bright side. There's no happy. There's no... We lost. We lost today. And, if we got our butt... Like I told you, if we got our butts whipped, then you're not that mad because, we weren't out there competing. Defense was out there competing. And we had so many times, or so many possessions to score points. Good possessions. And we didn't. The only thing that I can look at and almost put a smile on my face is this defense. This defense is giving up 20. This defense is getting off the field. This defense creating turnovers. This defense played really good. And it sucks that we only put up 13 because, this defense deserves a lot of credit. And if we would have won, I think our defense would have been the talk of the town.
It would have. They would have been saying Raiders, top defense in football. I mean, they look like a top 5 defense football to me today. And the way they've been playing the last 3 weeks or 2 weeks before, they look like an elite defense, like a top 5 elite defense, which is pretty good.
They look good.
Obviously, this Dolphins defense is a solid defense. They have good corners. But, man, why even throw Jalen Ramsey's way at some point? In the game, why even throw his way? Aiden O'Connell, 24 for 41, 271 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions, and toward the end of the game, just making very, very questionable throws. Nick doesn't have the ability to escape on some big third downs. Obviously, not great blocking as well. He even threw one backwards that the Dolphins should have picked up and scored a touchdown on. It was just an ugly performance from Aiden, and he really didn't step up to the occasion.
Yeah.
Then he had every opportunity to. He had 3 quarters, 4 quarters to.
And first half, played decent, played all right.
I felt like the coaching let us down there.
Second half, and then we get a turnover, and he turns over right back the ball and just throws a pick. And you're just like, what are you doing? And then that last one, the one in his second pick, I really don't count. He was just trying to make something happen, get rid of it. We weren't going to do anything on the 4th down anyway. I still feel like you had a little bit of time to do something. Let's just creep our way into the red zone or closer to the end zone so then we could have scored. I didn't think you needed a chunk play right there. But yeah, I didn't play well at all.
That last play was bad.
It was bad.
It was bad. That's stuff that we talked about. I'm going to go back to Carr. We were talking about Carr last year. Why are we going for a chunk play right there? We don't need it. And Aiden O'Connell did the exact same thing. Why do you go deep right there? Try to get half. Try to even get 10 yards. Just get closer. We did not need a big play right there. You saved that play for 2 seconds left on the clock.
Something, right?
And let's go for a touchdown. Or 7 or 8 seconds. Let's run 2 plays in the end zone.
Because we had, 25?
We had
25 to 30 seconds.
A lot of time left. And we were getting good plays down the middle of the field.
So, you would think you got at least 2, maybe 3 more times. It's just disappointing.
This Raider receiving crew, I thought, played pretty good in this game. Devontae Adams, 7 receptions for 82 yards. Jacoby Myers, 4 receptions for 49 yards. He came out of the woodworks in the second half, fourth quarter mainly. Michael Mayer, 4 receptions for 46 yards. Had a big penalty I did not like in that football game, though. Hunter Renfrow came out and played a little bit. 5 receptions for 42 yards. Trey Tucker, 2 receptions for 36 yards. So this receiving crew actually played pretty well.
Yeah.
But we have all the talent in the world, but the quarterback play is holding this Raider offense back. The play calling is holding this Raider offense back. It's a weird feeling I have right now. It's weird because the receiving crew played good.
It's just, yeah, you're right. It's a weird feeling because you know what? Years past, we would come up here and say, man, this is the defense's fault. Man, 40-something to this, 38-something to this, whatever. And, you just look and, I mean, it's all on offense. There's nothing you can complain about on defense. It's all on offense. We had our chances. You see the 3 picks. Trey Tucker's -6, -7 run was even bad.
Yeah, it was a horrible play.
I know we always say put the ball in his hands, but that was just a bad read, bad play. It's just disappointing.
That took long to progress. Long progressing play, especially on a short down. And we ran too many screen plays in this game that didn't work as well. But man, this Raider defense, go back to it. They played really good. Just making plays. Nick. I mean, we already have more turnovers than we did all of last season.
And we're not even at our bye yet.
Not even at our bye yet. So this Raider defense is showing a lot. It's just like, is Aiden going to play better this year to give us a chance to win? Is we're going to have to go Garoppolo again? We'll see what happens throughout the week. Who gives us the best chance to? Who gives us the best chance to win? If it was me, I would put both. I mean, I know I'm not in the building, but I would put both quarterbacks on standby. At all times.
You know what? And their thought process too could be, well, let's see him go up against Mahomes, and if it's weird again or another game like this, then you have a week to think about it. We got to bye. After the Chief game next week, and to think about it. I like to see AOC one time against Mahomes to see, because if he's going to be our future, that's the king right there of the AFC West. So, but it's going to be interesting to see what they do.
Yeah, next week I'm for sure having both QBs on standby because they both showed that they both struggled. They both have struggled, right? They're both throwing picks. I say start AOC and see how he does. And if he just starts to struggle, put in Jimmy. And if Jimmy starts to struggle real badly, put in Aiden. Just try to get something that works and try to get something that fits at the time. Because all our quarterbacks are just average to below average quarterbacks. And, maybe you put in next week Aiden struggles, you put in Garoppolo. Maybe he's a hot hand. Maybe he just gets hot. Maybe the ball's coming out of his hand really good. I think you need to have all quarterbacks on standby from here on out. Because we can have chances to win games if we put another quarterback and he's hot. Because sometimes, you get that first throw all the way and you're hot. Yeah. And that can happen. So you never know.
Yeah, but, you never know.
Ugly game.
Yeah, it's just... Man, I can't stop looking at that score, Art.
20-13.
20-13. Right there. So many chances. Defense, you played really well. Offense, we got some things to work out. Big game next week against the Chiefs. Then we get the bye. Another week.
Patrick Graham has his defense rolling, Nick. Patrick Graham's doing a really good job. I know we questioned him at some point.
We wanted him fired.
We did want him fired. But he got his guys.
Yes.
It finally looks like everyone's understanding the system, and he has the players for his system, and it's starting to look beautiful, starting to get turnovers. And all game, even when Tua made some good throws to Tyreek or good throws to Waddle, I feel like Raider players were always around, and it felt like every time Tua was throwing the ball, we were going to get a pick. We were going to get an interception, or we were going to make guys fumble. I mean, we hurt 2 or 3 guys in this game just by tackling hard. We were tackling safe. No penalty type tackles, no aggressive tackles in that way. We were just playing a good aggressive football, hurting people, and creating turnovers. Such a beautiful display on defense for the Raiders in this game. Can't stress that enough.
And he's gotten so much criticism. And, and I was looking at it. We got the 3rd cheapest defense in the league. And for what he's you're doing it with, it's impressive. And now, you look, and I look at this team as defensive team. Hey, we're gonna stop some people, we're gonna get off the field, we're gonna create some turnovers. Now it's just if we can put up points, and I don't really want to be questioning our offense, but it feels good to have a defense. It feels good that we played the number one offense and we only gave up 20, and we were right there through all 4 quarters.
We can never have both at the same time.
We never have it easy, Art.
Never have everything connecting at the same time. 2 out of 3 played good. Special teams and defense played good in this game.
Yeah.
AJ Cole.
Some punts too.
He has some great punts, and then good hang time, letting all the players get there and make some big tackles in this one. Man, we'll probably see you guys for a midweek episode. We'll probably talk more about this Raider offense and what we think about it. I'm sure we're going to hear some progressing stories as we go along the way.
Yeah.
We just got to hope Bo Hardigree can make adjustments. It felt like Josh McDaniels, when he had bad games like this, he stuck with the same game plan week after week after week. Can Bo Hardigree step up?
Yeah.
Be in the film room and make up some new plays so this Raider offense can get going and start clicking.
Yeah. Can you redeem himself? I don't want to see the same product next week. And we saw it with McDaniels. We saw that weeks 1 through 8. We saw the just same thing. Let's change things up, not player wise, wherever. Let's play wise. Just let's change things up, be more creative, and let's see if we can move the ball more than we did today.
We'll see you guys next time. Go Raiders.
Go Raiders.